Hello, welcome back to Tank Talks. This is Ian and we're here taking a look at the waterfall tank. So the last video we had on this, we put the powder black and the two convicts and the magnificent fox back from the QT, back from copper, and I'm glad to say that since then I've seen maybe one or two incidences of ick, but you know, that was it. Another change I made was to bring up the UV sterilizer to draw water from the display, and I think that has helped to pretty well in managing that situation. I do not dose H2O2 here because I'm dosing it in the main 7-foot reef and I wanted to see if there was any ostensible difference. And so far I've not seen the need to dose it, so I'm not going to do it at the moment. And there have been two new additions here. There is a Gold Flake Angel and the Gold Flake Angel happened because someone's tank had a leak, I think, and one of the shops took them in as like, hey, this is for sale. So generally, fish that have been in aquaria for a while, generally, have been through the gauntlet of having ick and all that kind of stuff, so they started more stable, and it was feeding readily. So here we are, it's a beautiful fish. And we have a true personifier angel. These come from Australia, and they're not too common, I don't think. And so the true personifier and the false personifier, the main difference is the tail. So if there's a black band on the tail, that's a true personifier, or not, it's a false one. And as they grow, their face will kind of get pretty cool. Like I think there'll be like blue dots in there and stuff like that. So they've all been greedy, well fed. I feed them a lot, and I think I've also been feeding clams. Singaporeans we call it the lala and like mussels. So I read somewhere online about making sure that their gut fauna is has a healthy population of whatever bacteria that we may or may not get from frozen or dried food. So I've been feeding that once in a while, and I don't know if that contributes to any of the hardiness or resistance they may have, but they enjoy anyway, so that's what I'm going to keep doing. One of the convicts is getting bullied really badly by the other convict, and this never was the case when I first put them in the tank and when they were in QT together. It's only happened after I put them back at the same time. So one guy is just permanently kind of hiding in the rocks, and the moment you can see him right here, and he's like kind of the coloration is totally different, and he gets bullied pretty badly. But once again, despite all that bullying and stuff, I see instances of ick, and I do see some battle scars, and I can't catch him out. If I do, I might try to relocate him, but at least there's some target or angle for another convict. I'm not sure why this happened, like all of a sudden, despite them being together for a while. So, and there's like plenty of space. It's not like they're not hung up for space, so I'm not quite sure. So yeah, so these guys are doing great. I'm happy that that kind of worked out. I was quite anxious about reintroducing the fish back to the tank where ick was present, since that was the issue. But I think with the small amount of fish that have gone through, at least one bout of ick, things seem fine. The powder is a pretty good indication of whether things are going well, in my opinion, at least. And the corals are also okay. However, the clams are not opening anymore because the Gold Flake has taken a liking to them. This rock was previously full of zoas, and he polished it clean, which is alright, just don't touch the other corals. So they've seemingly left the Euphilia alone and the soft corals alone. The fans have taken a beating, and one of the torchheads has also been taking a beating. I'm not sure if the torchhead just kind of died and the angels finished it off, or it was the cause of the cause of death was angels. So we'll see. I think it will slowly move away from the MPS now. It's a lot of effort on the phyto front, as well as them hoping they don't eat it. I think I would probably go with more soft corals that are more noxious and slimy. I think they don't like that, and kind of fill out the tank. So I have actually 3 more fish in QT to bring over here. 2 flame angels and a western talma, which is a same genus as the copper band. And I put in a rock of Aptasia from the lower tank, and it has polished off quite a few of them. Because I know there's Aptasia in the tank, not controlled, eventually it will make its way up here if the UV doesn't catch it. I have another UV unit inside, and I want that security to know that at least there'll be something to deal with. Will show you that in a little bit. But yeah, we'll go check out the other fish now.